Come on! There is nowhere else to run, you traitorous spy! Come on out, now! Your king cannot help you now! Stop him! A greeting from Mordred!
Will? Will, are you in there? Will! I'll go for help.
No, Valiant. It's too late.
But...
No, you must listen. She's in danger. You have to find her. You must find Rowanne.
There's trouble here. I don't know what it is, but it's serious.
Rowanne? Rowanne! Arn! Where are you?
They're gone, sir. They were riding east on the old forest path.
Did they say where they were going?
No, my lord, but they were running for their very lives.
Where were they the last time you saw them?
That way, close to the edge of the woods. I pray you find them in time.
Let's go, Camelot!
But I fear you may already be too late.
It'll be dark soon, Rowanne. I don't think it would be wise to travel much deeper into these woods.
There's no one following us. I think we've lost them.
I hope so, Rowanne. Who were those people, and why would they want to attack us?
Let's find a place to rest, Arn. There are some things I need to explain to you.
I know, Crux. I'd rather be home, too. Something's been bothering you for quite some time now, Rowanne. Will you tell me what's wrong?
Everything is wrong, Arn. From the moment we left the Misty Isles to escort King Hugo to his meeting with King Arthur, everything has been terribly wrong. And I'm the one to blame.
You to blame? That's nonsense.
If only it were. Unfortunately, it's the truth. When we were returning from the Misty Isles, after King Hugo and Princess Aleta had come aboard, do you recall the ship's captain telling Valiant how we could shorten our voyage by 3 days?
Yes, by sailing through the strait. I never did understand what changed his mind.
I did. And it was all because of a conversation I had with Aleta.
Keep those sails close and the course steady. I'm going below.
Lovely day to be under sail, don't you think? I just hope the sea remains this smooth and calm. I have this aversion to rough water. A princess raised on an island kingdom getting seasick. Silly, isn't it?
I suppose. Aleta asked me to arrange a meeting between her and Valiant. I don't know why, but it made me jealous. I didn't want them to be alone together. That's why I talked Valiant into changing course. I knew the rough seas in the strait would keep Aleta in her cabin.
Why don't you come below?
It's
It's well past sunset. Why isn't she here, Rowanne?
I can't imagine! Perhaps she had something else to do! I got what I wanted. I kept them apart. But by convincing Valiant to take that passage, I helped deliver all of us into Mordred's hands.
Stand ready. And release!
Consider yourselves fortunate.
After we were taken aboard Mordred's ship, I listened at his cabin door. I overheard him with King Hugo plotting against Camelot. Aleta was there too, and so was Will. I didn't realize who Will was. It wasn't until later that I found out he was an emissary of Camelot, gathering information on Mordred for King Arthur.
I'm gathering a fleet, but I need a place to assemble my men until I'm ready to launch my attack. I'm in need of an isolated spot away from Arthur's eyes so as not to arouse his suspicions.
I see. And would the Misty Isles be such a place?
They would indeed.
Will left Mordred's cabin to warn Valiant of the conspiracy. He never heard Aleta's final reaction.
Father, how can you put yourself in league with this criminal? I will not be party to murder, nor to treachery against a kingdom as fine and good as Camelot.
Daughter, you forget yourself. More than your father, I am your king. And as your king, I command you to hold your tongue out.
From Will's report of what he had heard, naturally Valiant assumed that Aleta was part of the conspiracy. I knew that wasn't the truth, but I said nothing. I hoped that by doing so, I would keep Valiant and Aleta apart. I knew that what I had done was wrong. But by the time Mordred's ship had returned us to Camelot, there seemed to be no way to undo the lie.
You see, Arthur, even though I have fallen from your favor, the people of Camelot still love me.
Perhaps they don't understand how readily you twist the ideals of Camelot to fulfill your own bloody, self-serving vision. You do not embrace the spirit of Camelot, Mordred. You believe in rule by the sword. It's practical statesmanship, Arthur. Any fool knows that peace can only be kept at the point of a sword.
Father!
Besides, you should be praising this man, Arthur. If not for him, all our lives would have been lost at sea.
If not for him, our lives would never have been in danger in the first place.
Why, you ungrateful little wretch. I saved your life, and you have the audacity to complain.
Complain? If the king only knew what you...
Not now, Valiant. Not now.
No, let him speak.
If the king only knew what, boy?
Nothing. Nothing at all. For now.
Valiant. I've been trying to talk with you, but you've been avoiding me.
Yes, that's exactly what I've been doing. I trusted you, Aleta. But you used me. You used me very well.
What are you talking about? Valiant! Valiant! Please, please talk to me!
I've got to tell him. The king must know.
Enter.
Your Majesty, I realize the hour is late, but there's something I must speak to you about.
Could it not wait, Valiant?
It is a most urgent matter, Your Majesty. It concerns King Hugo and Mordred.
Then I, for once, am eager to hear it. Please, Valiant, don't keep us in suspense.
Your Majesty, this scoundrel has plans to take your throne.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
Oh, Is it ridiculous, Mordred? Your Majesty, on the ship, on our passage back to Camelot, King Hugo and Mordred were heard plotting against you.
Really? And just who was it told you of this supposed conspiracy? Give me a name, boy.
A name? No, I won't do that.
Are you making this up as you go along, boy? You can see he has no proof, Arthur. He has nothing but this vindictive mission to stain my reputation. You've been out to ruin me from the day we first met. I'm of a mind to still your lying tongue once and for all.
Whenever you're ready, Mordred.
Enough! Put up your swords. Prince Valiant, come with me. Now, Valiant.
Your Majesty, you must believe me. Mordred and King Hugo
I know, Valiant. But you must be careful how you speak. There is much at stake here. Perhaps the very future of Camelot itself.
Yes. Of course, Your Majesty. I'm truly sorry.
Mordred was right. Too much bad blood has passed between the two of you. Your word against his is useless. What we need is the word of someone else, a second voice, to confirm the truth. I think this is the time to bring Will back from his mission. I want you to attend the banquet I'm giving for Hugo tonight, Valiant. And be sure to bring Will with you. That is, if you think he will have something of interest to say.
I'm sure of it, Your Majesty.
How did it go, Valiant? What did King Arthur say?
Mordred, King Hugo, and Aleta are going to be in for quite an evening, Arn. King Arthur has asked me to bring Will to the banquet. We're gonna lift the rock and watch those three worms squirm under the light of truth.
But Aleta isn't guilty.
Did you say something, Rowanne?
No. Excuse me, Arn. There's something I must do.
Enter. Rowanne, what are you doing here? You know by coming here you've put both our lives in jeopardy.
I'm sorry, Will. I don't want to hurt anyone else. But I had to talk to you.
Talk to me about what?
Valiant is on his way here to see you. Tonight at the banquet, you're to reveal yourself as an agent of Camelot, to corroborate that Mordred and King Hugo are planning to overthrow King Arthur. But before Valiant gets here, I need you to know something, Will. And I need a favor. When Mordred and Hugo were together, I was listening outside the cabin door.
You were listening?
Yes. And if you had not left Mordred's cabin when you did, you would have heard that Princess Aleta wanted no part of their plot. Her loyalty was with Camelot. She is not part of a conspiracy, Will.
And you are the only one who knows it.
Yes, and that's why I've come to ask you this favor. I need you to tell Valiant and King Arthur the truth about Aleta, but without mentioning my name. If Valiant knew that I had deliberately kept the truth from him, he would never forgive me.
Very well, Rowanne. I will do as you ask.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Will.
Well, isn't this sweet? A traitor and his girlfriend. How fitting they should perish in each other's arms. Follow me, Rowanne. Run, Rowanne! Run now! Get him! You can't escape, traitor! We're coming for you! Come on!
You idiots! You know where the girl lives. Go to the stables and bring some horses. Quickly!
What's wrong?
Arn, find a sword. We're in trouble.
She must be in here. Follow me.
All right, now it's my turn. Go, Rowanne. I'll be there in a moment. All right, let's go.
So now you understand, Arn. It was my jealousy and deceit that brought us here. Can you ever forgive me?
You are part of my heart, Rowanne. There's nothing that could ever change that. Nothing in this world.
I have to set this right, Arn. No matter the cost. I have to set this right.
There they are.
Can you help me? I'm looking for two friends, a young man and a very beautiful young woman. They would have been riding upon the same horse.
Some men on horseback come by asking that same question just a short while ago. I told them your friends was traveling that direction into Ashwood Forest.
Let's go, Caliban.
Arn, I can't get to my bow.
Stay behind me.
Hold your blade, you swine, and try me. Are you all right, Arn?
I've been better, Valiant, but I'll survive.
Are you hurt, Rowanne?
No. And I pray that you will not be either.
After you've finished with that knife, Father, perhaps you'll want to bury it in the backs of your hosts.
Watch your tongue, daughter. Those bungling idiots had better find that girl before Valiant does, otherwise my plans will be ruined. And so, might I add, will your miserable lives.
I'm worried, Merlin. Valiant should have been here hours ago.
All we can do is wait, Arthur, and hope.
It seems our wait is over, my friend.
Look there! Blast that boy!
Disappointed, Mordred? You may be rid of one witness to your treachery, but one more survives. Rowanne was listening at your cabin door. She too heard you plotting with King Hugo. And now she joins me in accusing you and King Hugo of conspiring to take King Arthur's throne and to destroy Camelot.
This is an outrage.
No, Father. It is the truth.
Well, you're a fine one to speak the word truth with such pride, Princess. Being that you're nothing more than another viper in Mordred's traitorous nest.
No, Valiant. You're wrong. I heard the princess speak out against the plot. She was forced by her father to keep silent, but she wanted no part of it.
What? Aleta! Wait!
Wait, Valiant? Wait for you to call me a viper again? We have nothing more to say to each other.
If you knew the truth from the beginning, why didn't you tell me? Why?
It was only because I love you, Valiant. I was afraid of losing you.
You love me? This is how you show love? With lies and deceit?
Valiant, please,
Whatever love or friendship was between us, Rowanne, you have betrayed. It is you who are the viper,
the sight of you.
Well, Arthur, I can only assume I'm no longer a welcome guest here. By your leave, I shall return to my ship and escort King Hugo and his daughter back to the Misty Isles.
You have my leave, Mordred, to be gone from Camelot now and forever.
That, sire, is a promise I cannot make. For I will return to Camelot, and when I do, it will be to take your throne.
I know you hurt, child, but the hurt will not last. Time is the great healer.
But my heart, Merlin. My heart feels as though it's been torn from me.
Life's lessons must sometimes be learned at a terrible cost. But know this, Rowanne. Anyone who aspires to knighthood must have the courage to speak the truth, no matter the risk, no matter the cost. Tonight, young lady, you have taken a stride toward a seat of your own at this round table.
I pray that it's true, Merlin. With all my heart.